Jeez. Taking the bandana off. Hang on. Okay. Let's not tell everybody my credit card. This light's really bright tonight. I need to like turn it down. Oh, come on. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Yeah, I had to stop so I could download Banjo. Banjo Kazooie, join the battle. Oh man. I hate this fucking thing. Alright, I'm not keeping the light on because whatever. This game is really bright, so. Alright. Online. Solo.
Solo battle. Banjo and Kazooie.
Ah, I like that. Oh. Alright, I don't know anything about banjo, so let's see. What are these gold feathers? Peach.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, I like banjo. There you go. Hump that ground. Dead. I like banjo. Banjo's pretty fun. Oh, it's so cool hearing the little ditty. Do 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 do. Interesting. Now that's a good combo. I'm not even that mad because it's like such an awesome jingle.
Solo battle.
Excuse me. Oof. There you go. Oh boy, that sucked. Sands, no. I know, you're so happy about Sands. So, isn't it just a me costume? I'll be honest, I didn't like Undertale. refuse to lose to InfoWars. Alright, you gotta like... You got called outgoing? And you're insulted. Okay. So... This might be a dumb question, but why? Dead. Ooh, that was a close one. I guess I'm interested, like, why you're insulted, but B, what did you do that made someone call you outgoing? Potato, I'm gonna be honest, I would have pegged you as shy. Interesting. dead. Hey, the guy that's charging, let's run right at him. I had a public speaking class, and everyone in the class said their number one fear was public speaking. Everybody in that class got an A except me. I was the only one that was an award-winning public speaker, and I got a B. Because the minute she found out that I was accomplished in something, then she was fucking challenged, and every fucking thing I did was scrutinized. And I'm like, bitch, you work at a community college. You buy your groceries at a fucking yard sale. Which is actually true. She did do that. Interesting. God damn, if it's like quadruple spaced. I remember that I had teachers in high school that were like, "Oh my god," it's like, all right, like the biggest paper I ever had, it had to be it was a 10,000 page research paper on something it was an astronomy class. It was the most intense research paper I've ever had, right? And I'll never forget it that I did something like, okay, here's how it worked. He had a list of ongoing things that you could do it on, right? So he's like, okay, you can do it on this or this or this. Like, he gave you like 20 options. I said I didn't care. And as another funny story, actually, I do have a funny story about it. Hang on, just let me lose really quick. There you go. So he said on the first day of class, I, for financial aid purposes, take attendance on these 4 days. It was a... It was, hang on. It was... whatever. Like, it was like, I think we met like twice a week. And I think it was like a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday. It was a Tuesday, Thursday class. And it was in the afternoon. He said, I take attendance on these 4 days for financial aid. So if you are on financial aid, you have to be here on these 4 days. I do not care if you show up to class or not. But nobody has ever missed 7 classes and passed. Then he said, nobody has missed 6 classes and gotten an A. So, you just challenged me to miss 7 classes. So, I missed 7 classes on purpose. Things that I thought were fucking dumb. Like, oh, it's an astronomy class. This week we're learning about Saturn. Everybody, it's Saturn. It's the one with the wings on it. Oh, and Pluto. Whee! Like, dumb fucking shit. Like, how many planets are in the solar system? 1, 2, like every fucking week. So I missed 7 classes on purpose, and the last assignment was he gave you a list of topics, and you had to pick one, and everyone had a unique topic, and it was 10,000 words, right? He picks the topics for you. So I'm like, okay, I don't care, so I'm not going to go when we pick. So I got whatever was left. And what was left was the Icy and Juicy missions, which were missions to Saturn's moons looking for water, right? Like satellite missions. And basically they were canceled. And not only were they canceled like 6 fucking years ago. So I had to write a 10,000 word research paper on a dead fucking experimental project. He's like, "What's your thesis?" I said, "What's my thesis? It's a fucking dead. It's a dead mission." He looked. He goes, "Oh, it's." I'm like, "I guess it would be a success if whatever." He's like, "No, you need a stronger thesis." I said, "It's a dead fucking mission. What do you want from me? What are we gonna find there? I have no idea. We're not going." He's like, "Well, he goes, hypothetically, if we were to do the mission, what do you think we would find?" I'm like, so all fucking year, this is what an asteroid is. It's a big rock in space. And then at the end, he's like, okay, using these scholarly journals and these papers and everything, I'm giving you guys a month for the final to fucking to suck my dick. And, I want you to fondle my balls, like my testicles, like this. Like you're shuffling some metal balls in your hand. And I want you to consider the following, that you're going to have to write a major serious research paper about this. It's like, dude, you spent all fucking year being like, this is the solar system. And then at the end you're like, I expect a serious paper on serious things way above the parameters of this core course. It was a core class. I was in journalism. I was like, I took astronomy because I've taken 6 astronomy classes since middle school. It's like, this is a planet. This is the sun. It's like, this is really dumb. And then it's like, they don't get anything interesting about space. Oh, okay. One of the weeks I went, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go because I was already, see, here's the joke. I had a class before and after. So skipping that class, I couldn't do anything. I just sat. I just hung around campus for an hour. Like, I was just not going at a thing. Then eventually the class afterwards got canceled, but, and like got removed or whatever it was. But ultimately, so this guy, like, he does a class on exoplanets. And it's like, alright, everything that I'm about to tell you, it's all hypothetical. Then he puts on his tinfoil fucking hat and goes bananas. Okay, then he actually goes, at the end, he goes, anybody who missed this many classes has to attend there's a mandatory, we're gonna look at fucking Jupiter in the field thing. And if you go to the telescope thing, and you go to the soccer field at fucking 1 in the morning, and you look at the fucking planets for like 2 hours, actually wait while we line it up and whatever, then I will pass you. And I'm like, you fucker, you're changing the rules of the deal. Now I have to go. So, I had to go. And I had to go fucking... That sounds cool, actually? No. Because there was one kid who was way too into it. And it ruined it for everybody. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. You had to go out in the middle of this fucking field and look at planets.
Solo battle.
Little Mac for a little bit. Interesting. Okay, that didn't work. It was like a really cool astronomical event, but it was just like a bunch of people that A, didn't want to be there, and then one dude who like was just the fucking shits. You might still be up at 3. I actually had one of the most annoying experiences. I remember there was a kid. So basically, I went to a community college, and so you get a lot of like people that like are like, I'm a first generation person to go to college. It's like it's a community college, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's not like, you know, Harvard Law or anything. But it's like, it's also a really low bar, you know? It's like, it's a business, so they have to let certain numbers of people in. That's kind of the way that works. And there was this kid, and he was super fucking annoying. And he was like, he must have been, I think he said he had Asperger's, but it was just, he wore like socks up to his fucking knees, and like New Balances and khaki shorts with a big fucking belt, and he was always like, yes teacher, no teacher, what a fucking apple for the teacher on the first day of school. And fucking this guy, dude, like every fucking time there was a fucking question. I think his name was Douglas. Every fucking time there was a question, Oh, teacher, I know, teacher, I know. It was Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan did that. That's right. That was Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan did that. That was Khan. Genghis. And his first name was Genghis. His last name was Khan. It was like every fucking thing that every time there was a question. Oh, I know that one, teacher. I know that one. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. It's like, it was like 9 in the morning. I'm like, fucking, sometimes I'm hungover. I'm like tired, man. I'm like, will you fucking leave? Will you shut the fuck up, guy? It's too early. Like, for you and your fucking bullshit. I haven't even had a soda yet. I'm like, I got no caffeine. I got no time for your fucking shenanigans. You crazy bastard. Nope. Alright, fun. So, it was just like, fuck it, you know, whatever. And then he was like such a fucking teacher's pet. He was like in her all the fucking time. Like, dude, he must have known her ridges like a topographical map of Utah with how much he was fucking. Right? So, one day, he doesn't show up to class. And I was like, thank fucking God. He was always there early. He was so early that he would get there before the class before us would get out. Okay? That's how early he would be. And he was just the fucking worst, dude. And for like a few weeks I didn't see him, so finally I asked the professor, like, what happened to Douglas? And she goes, he failed. Like, and I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, he dropped out because he was gonna fail. I said, I was just surprised because he always answered all the questions. She goes, yeah, but he was never right. And he actually failed so hard he lost his financial aid. Like, he failed. Like, not only was he was just annoying and dumb. Apparently. And like, he got a tutor and everything, and he was still like, and so he literally got, I don't want to say expelled, but he didn't have the money to go to the school. So if you don't have the money, I didn't qualify for financial aid, but I was like, man, I can't imagine that. Like, and it was like halfway through the semester. So, I'm gonna tell you guys the real. If you want to pin down the grades that I got in school, and you will want to do a roadmap, the thing that you'll find that's like the trend or like the pattern is that if CJ is bored, CJ gets an A. If CJ is not bored, if CJ is bored, he doesn't do well. If CJ gets an A, it's because he's not bored, right? So it's like, or there's some challenge involved. So I had this class in college, and it was a core class, so it was like whatever, everyone had to take it. And it was American history. It went up to the Revolutionary, it went up to like Reconstruction, so it went up to like 1799. Like, it really went up to like 1800, and then kind of like it didn't even really cover the Civil War. So it let's switch back to banjo, give that a try. So there was 3 books. Basically, it was supposed to be a blended course, but it was, he told you what the books were. You had to read them all. And at the end of every month, there was a test that you had to come in for that was an essay and it wasn't multiple choice, but it was like an essay and like 3 long response questions and like your opinion on the book. And so I didn't read a single book. That's not true. I read one of the books. I read a third of this one book about Benjamin Franklin. And it was I've read plenty of books about historical figures. This book was written like it was meant to collect dust. Nobody authored this book hoping that someone would read it and get a kick out of it. It just is, it's more dry than a fucking, it's like eating just pretzels, all with nothing to drink. It's like just dry and salty and like you have like rot in your mouth. And this motherfucker, right, I said, I'm not going to read any more of these books. So I just didn't read any of the books. I came in, and so it was like, oh, hey, you have to do, it was an online course, really. So it's like, oh, hey, guess what? You're going to make posts every week about your progress in each book in the online forum. And you have to reply to 2 people's posts. So I would just post first, and then wait, I guess. And I would just be like, oh yeah, that's an interesting point. And then I would write down what they wrote, because I'm not reading the fucking book, I refuse. So ultimately, I go to do the test for Ben Franklin, and I have no idea what to fucking write, right? So I read the Cliff Notes, I read a summary. Before the test, I was in the bathroom, like, reading Wikipedia. Because I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna write about. And, like, the whole position of the author was that Benjamin Franklin really wished he was British. And that he never went to America, right? Like, his whole thing was, I want to go back to Britain and be the best fucking Briton ever. Like, the best guy from Britain ever. And he went and they laughed at him and he came back and he's like, fuck it, revolution, y'all! And I was like, okay, alright, dude, whatever. So, I wrote this essay and I turned it in, and he puts a message up on the online forum that's like, I'm disappointed in all of you. You guys didn't take it seriously. I can tell that you guys did not read the book. Okay? I can tell who read the book and who didn't read the book and who actually comprehended the material. Then he posts, he goes, you're lucky because this person wrote a great paper and you can all learn something from it. And he posts an excerpt of this paper online, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is my fucking paper. This is my paper. I didn't read the fucking book. I have no idea anything about it. And I was like, what? Like, he typed up my chicken scratch. And then I got my paper back and he's like, oh, I would love, are you going on to college? I'd be more than willing to write you a letter of recommendation to the history program at local school. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? He goes, have you thought about being like a historian? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And his whole shtick was like, I'm from LSU. I was a tenured professor there for 20 years. And I moved north because of my wife, to be closer to her family. One of those traditional fucking, I slept with my student, now I have to move where she lived kind of deal. And I just couldn't get over it. I was like, so I took my A. I was like, cool, dude. Apparently I have a big grasp on Benjamin Franklin. There was one book, and so there was a book about Native American society, and I was like, that's interesting. And I read probably the first 30 pages of that book. Thanks, Aravac, dude. We're gonna switch to something else here in a little bit. I was just doing this to wait for people to show up and chat and whatever. I have not killed her yet. Like, she is suicided twice. I didn't fucking KO her once. She didn't KO me at all. Yeah, she just fell. Okay. So yeah, there was a class I had in high school, and it was college writing 1. It was supposed to be a credit that transferred over, and it didn't, so I had to take English 101 anyway. And which is like whatever, fuck it. I didn't pay for the course credit anyway, so we're there, and one of the times, like, I don't remember. He was a really chill dude, and I do miss him. He was a nice teacher, although the last time I saw him, I told him his band sucks. So, anyways, so he's sitting there, and he's like, all right, who actually read the material? And I didn't. But everyone else raised their hand, so I was like, okay. The consequences of lying here are, like, mute, right? Because everybody raised their fucking hand. So, of course, if I don't raise my hand, it looks like I'm the only one that didn't read it. So, I have to raise my hand, right? So, I'm like, and of course he's not going to pick on me. Like, I sit all the way in the back. I was the A student that sat in the back row away from the door. Like, because I was like, man, if someone ever comes in here and tries to shoot the place up, I want to be away from the door. They're not going to get me in the window. So, and he's like, it was about these two dudes, and it was a Norwegian short story poem, and all I remember was that I said, I raised my hand, then I was like, okay, whatever. He called on me and goes, what's your main takeaway? And I said, I froze. But then eventually I said, I said, I learned the meaning of the word fjord, which I just guessed that was going to be in there, right? Like some like Scandinavian country's poem had the word fjord in it, and it fucking did, and I got super lucky. There was another time, my senior year, that sort of by like virtue of the fact that everyone else dropped out at the semester mark, I was the only person in my 11th grade journalism class. And it was 8th period. So, it was just me and the teacher. And I loved that dude. Like, he was my mentor in fucking high school, but I mean, he had to be, right? I was the only fucking person in his class. So, he literally had a class that was just me. So if we had a substitute teacher, it was just me and the substitute. The sub never understood it, right? Like, he always thought, like, something was wrong. So one day they didn't find me a sub, and all teachers were summoned to an 8th period, which is the last period of the day, faculty meeting. So everybody got a sub or a hall monitor except me. It told me to go next door. So I go next door, and I'm like, realizing that all the teachers are gone. So I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there, and then they hand me a test. And I'm like, I'm not in this class. It was like remedial English. And they're like, everybody in here is taking the test, okay? Don't be a troublemaker. Okay, you're being a troublemaker. So I'm like, I didn't even read the book. They're like, that's not our fault, is it? You should have read the material. I'm like, I'm not in this. So it was like a 10th grade remedial English class. So I just fucking sat there and was like, I never read Catcher in the Rye. Okay. So I did the test. Based on, and all I know about Catcher in the Rye is what I've learned from references of people mentioning it, a snippet from Family Guy, and an audio cassette tape that I have, or a record, it might be an actual record, of Kermit the Frog doing a bit about fucking Catcher in the Rye, right? So, I don't know shit. And, the next week, the guy next to him was like Mr. L something. He like killed his wife. It was crazy. Anyway, so his wife died. He killed her. But that's not the point of the story. So that guy came over and was like, "Oh, I thought I'd give you your test that you apparently took." And I was like, they wouldn't believe me that I wasn't a student in that class. I was like, there was a sign on the door that said to come over here. So I took a test. I got a fucking 83! I don't know how to play Bowser. I don't know why I picked him. I think I'm gonna do some runs. I'm gonna do some speed runs or something. No items. I'm like 40 something. I'm still 40th. Top 40. My splits.io file. What is this? This is a nitro track? Oh, I did 48. Yeah. I did a video. Oh, no, I didn't. That's right. Alright, Mario 38 Deluxe, 48 tracks. Maybe I have my account. Profile. I have splits. I know I do. Oh, right. Okay. Export as a live split file. Is this not the right one? Sorry, everybody, give us a second. Okay, there's that. Pull up OBS. Window capture. What? Alright. I got that. J-Mans is now hosting me. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the host. Julie is here. Wow, thank you, thank you. Julie is now hosting me. My alerts are not going off. Why are my alerts not going off? Let's check Streamlabs. There we go. Well, it worked for RJ. Thank you guys for the hosts. Alright, so we have our splits. I have not played. This is definitely resetting the splits. Close, yes. So I'm going to go in here, edit splits. We're just going to do a run of this and whatever. It's like 2 hours. Host with the most. Alright, this game I think we're going to need the light. Turn the light on. Eight! It's been a minute since I fucking speed ran anything. Shaker! $150cc. No items. Hard comm. All vehicles. In order. 48 tracks. Alright, this is a no reset run, y'all. We're just gonna set some splits. We're just setting some splits, that's all. We're not doing nothing crazy. It's gonna be a leisurely hanging out speed run. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! How's everybody doing? Am I a little bright? I am very bright. Rainbow bright. Oh. Chloe's gonna come in here and absolutely shit on me. I'm still sick. In a world of this. Probably should go to the doctor tomorrow. Trish thinks. Good idea. But then again, I never go to the doctor. I try not to. I have to go because he has to prescribe me medicine and all, but you know, I don't like it. You have a pretty poor immune system. Yeah, you're the bubble boy, aren't you? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just do your thing, CJ. Urgh. Hey, guess what? You know what? Maybe your immune system, if it's so poor, needs a stimulus package. Ah, kill me. That sounds so funny. Julie, how was your day? How was everybody's day? I want to hear about everyone's day. Cece, how was your pot pie? Your what? Your pot pie. Pot pie. Mine wasn't bad. Tiring. PT went extra long tonight. Oof. Your ramen was tasty. Nice. We had the first meeting for the campus gaming club. Are you the best gamer among them? I love edibles. Get it, pot pie? Yeah, I did. Yeet, yeet. Oh, man. Nobody wants to be president. Dude, that's what Trump said. Don't be like him. Choose life. It's fine, CJ. You've heard of a few Category 5 hurricanes in your attaboy. Dude, alright, I got a fucking bone to pick with the world. I hate that now every scandal in the world has the word gate after it. Like, what in the actual dog fuck? Like, Watergate was the name of a fucking hotel, right? Nixon didn't, like, steal water, okay? So, like, it's just stupid. It's like, oh my god, Shorpy Gate! It's like, dude, why? Why can't we just, it's like, honestly, it, like, lightens, it tells everybody what it is while obstructing a scandal. So it's like, this is a scandal. It's fucking Mario Kart Gate. It's like, dude, calm the fuck down. It's like, not everything needs to be a gate. Some things are doors. Or windows. But no one's like, dude, the president has committed treason. It's fucking Sharpie balcony. Mario Kart Gate Deluxe is the best in the series, IMO. We had a customer the other day who came in and, so there, I saw two things on the internet today that are relevant. One, to this story. One is that this woman almost died from a cosmetic surgery so that she could have the fattest vagina in the world. And so, I'm at work, right? My boss tells me this, and I'm like, okay, well, what does the fattest vagina on Earth look like? Right? I'm now morbidly curious. So, I'm not about to look up pornography on the fucking, company workstation. That's in poor taste. And, by the way, a form of sexual harassment. In New York State, the fact that it was my private workstation is not in a defense for sexual harassment. Fun fact for you. Any hoosers. So, they, I found a picture of her on Instagram of her wearing, like, bike shorts. I'm talking, like, imagine leggings, but if they were, like, bike shorts. Like, skin tight went to the middle of the thigh, right? And, it looked like a bear's paw. Cam is not following. Thank you, dude. It looked like... Honestly, it looked like that. Like, just like an absurd amount of flesh sucking in Lycra and spandex and cotton like it was a black hole. And just from the outline in these shorts, we can infer the mass and the size and the shape of this cooch. And ultimately speaking, I don't know why you would have surgery to get it that big. And by the way, not to be the world's biggest vagina. She wanted the world's fattest in terms of lip grip. Like, she wanted to be able to, like, pick up a fucking ladle with not doing any kegels, right? Julie, Come on, that's not fair. I said it was like the two donuts. It's not that far apart. This is a mature stream. I just want everyone to know. It's disclaimed somewhere. I'm a mature streamer. I'm sorry if I've tainted the minds of a young man or woman by explaining why someone would want a fat pussy. But it's genetics, right? Like, that's where we're at. It's like, these people bred. And now we have people that want to be like, I want to be the Snake Man. We have a guy in my town that wanted to be the Snake Man. So he got all these scale scars. He tattooed on them to make them look scaly, right? He bifurcated his own tongue with a fucking hot knife, like a sushi knife. And he got like, what's the surgery where they change the color of your eyes to make them match the whites of his eyes? So he just has these pupils. And I'm like, why? Why do you want to be the Snake Man? Like, it's like, I was born in the wrong body. It's like, yeah, I can get behind that, right? Like, oh, I feel like I would belong better as a man or woman. But as a fucking snake? Snakes are just one big muscle. I don't get it. But far be it for me to judge. Body modification. You know? But, you know, if it's gonna kill you, maybe tone it down a little bit. You know? If the alternative to not becoming the Snake Man, if the alternative was like, hey, you can become the Snake Man, but you might die, versus like, if you don't become the Snake Man, you won't die. Because you didn't do this weird surgery to become a Snake Man. It's like, you gotta think that it's like, hey, like, you should consider not becoming the Snake Man, you know? Maybe. Jack MKAD, thanks, man. How you doing? You came in at the perfect time. I'm doing great. I haven't run this game in a while, so I'm kind of doing like a reset of the splits, you know? Man, I always fuck that up on the third lap, too. Yeah, I'm just shaking a lot of rust off, you know. Letting some of that muscle memory come back. I haven't touched it in a few months. Yeah, I use this wireless GameCube controller. I actually like it a lot. I play most everything on it. Yeah, I mean, I've run this game a lot, you know, so I appreciate the tip, but yeah, it comes down to execution, right? So I'm not really great with the Joy-Cons or the Pro controller, but rather. Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's also like, oh, it's scrutinable at, you know, where I'm at. I think my Nitro Track PB is like a 40-30. So I think I can save more time before I really, if I really wanted to like switch and grind, you know, I know that this isn't the ideal medium to do it on, but you know, just in general. Plus, I've worn it in pretty good. Yeah, I just love the GameCube controller, and when they released the wireless GameCube ones for Smash, I was like, dude, I gotta get these fucking things. These are dope. One day I'll get that side jump. I did that jump one time. The one that little shortcut right there. Yeah, that one sucks. This was one of my favorite maps for speedrunning. If you use Scooty, yeah. I know my buddy uses Biddy Buggy and DK, and I'm like, he's like, oh, you know, a lot easier than Wiggler and Wario. So I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe it's time for me to give up the Wario. Scooter is faster, much harder to learn. I believe it. Hmm. I miss every coin. I always mess that one up too. I don't know why. That one's not that hard either. I just usually choke. The boxes always like get me. Yeah, I really appreciate all the advice, man. I'm just want to reiterate that I haven't played in a while, and I appreciate all the advice, and I'm gonna remember it. But I really am just like trying to remember even like where to go. So it's appreciated. Just want to keep that in mind, please. Like I haven't played in a while. Just trying to get used to splitting again. No, I appreciate it, dude. Nah. No offense. No, it's good. No. I don't think you're being critical. I just want to let you know. If you say something and I don't do it, it's because I'm like, my hands. Shuli. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Advice is always appreciated. Fuck. Is Cece still here? No, I was just, you know, getting lonely. Want to know what's going on with chat, you know. SSDD. Oh boy. No, today was not a great day. I gotta get better at that. New trees. Potato. Rectally. A little glass in the pooper never hurt anyone. Well, that's probably not true. Alright, how about a little mercury in the... Nope, that one doesn't work either. I don't know if I've ever asked this one before, but is it a menage a trois if a dog licks your butt during sex? one said no. Lower? Potato, you're dying. No! Or you're full of shit. Literally. Do an enema and then try again. Hypothyroidism? You could just have an impacted colon. When's the last time you, like, passed gas? Oh no. Oh, geez, Rick. Oh no. The last time I passed gas? Yes. Just call me Dr. Trish, you know? I got the nitrate gloves, just, you know, tell me what ails you. Well, I guess I can give you all some updates. Tomorrow is the giveaway stream. So if you donated at any point last week, or you gifted subs, you are entered in for a chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card, which I just purchased today. Or you may also receive. You are also entered. Sorry, let me rephrase. They're two separate drawings. So if you win one, you're getting taken out of the pool for the other one. The other one is a Speed Dock shirt. You can pick whatever size you want. We will ship continental United States and Canada. Ah, jeez. Ah, Rick. Do we have to be there to claim? No. Okay, this is a good question. You do not have to be there to claim whatever, but I am going to give you a window of time that you need to get back to me. So after the stream, I'm going to reach out to the people that won and say, hey, like if you win the shirt, I need your size, I need your address, things like that, right? So, like, you know, the Amazon card thing, it's like, okay, I can just give you the code and honky-dory, you can be right on your merry way, but, so afterwards, I'm going to give it, and the you have 2 days to get back to me, right? We're not gonna do this thing where I'm hunting down people forever. So if within 2 days you don't get back to me, that's that. We're gonna do the drawings live on stream. I'm gonna do a wheel, like a spin the wheel thing from Streamlab. I'm gonna make sure everybody has equal odds. That way it's as random as possible. And we're gonna go from there, so. And for the Speed Dog shirt, you can pick between the Cuckoo Clock one, designed by the great artist, Dr. Dank, also known as Aloha Comrade, or you can pick the one designed by me, just the Speed Cola shirt. Also, if you want, we're continuing the Zelda project this month. Pick the Zelda game that I'm going to play next week. You can vote in my Discord. Currently, the Wind Waker is winning 4-2. You can vote for multiple games if you wish. That's fine. The options are the Minish Cap, Spirit Tracks. No Majora's Mask because I currently don't have it, and I didn't want to put down a game that I could not play. Right? I didn't want you guys to pick a game that I couldn't play. I actually own the Wind Waker, so it was like one of the options. And the rest I can emulate. I think Twilight Princess I also have, so it's like I just tried to put down things that I could actually do. I'm gonna buy Majora's Mask because I'm gonna play it. But, you know, also don't want to go through all the great ones that everyone keeps telling me are the best. You know, I want to, like, not space it out per se, but, yeah. So we probably won't do, like, another blue chip Zelda game. I'll do one that, like, people are not, like, super hype on. So, in my PB for Nitro Tracks, I finished at 40-30. So, I am basically a lap behind my PB. Basically having not played it in, I don't know, 7 months. So. Which honestly I feel pretty good about, you know? I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, for that, I can literally do, like, at least 45 seconds better, and that was not me playing super seriously. That was not me playing at the best. So, it's 45 seconds. That was pretty well. That went pretty smooth. For a first run, that was pretty good. So, someone remember 41:15. Thanks, Shuli. Yeah, Quo definitely got a lot better than me, so I have some ego stuff to remember. I have some ego stuff to work out, but I figured whatever. Tomorrow will be like a short-ish stream. We're probably gonna start Wind Waker if it wins. We're gonna start our next Zelda game like Saturday. So. But I'm finding out, like, CC was talking to me last night on his stream about, like, all of the Zelda games and his thoughts on them, and, you know, we got to, you know, Skyward Sword, and he kind of lambasted it a little bit, and he said that it's motion control, and just kind of, as a rule, I'm not really keen on playing a Zelda game that has motion control, because I hate motion controls, and I don't feel like I have a environment that I can really do that. So, we might not end up doing Skyward Sword, or we might not finish it. Some of these we're definitely not gonna, like, beat, right? Like, we're not gonna beat 4 Sword Adventures. Probably. We're probably not gonna beat the original Legend of Zelda. We'll try. But we're not gonna likely do that. What? Oh, that sucks. I need another soda. Be right back. Speedrun, get the drink. Guess what you did at PT today? Did you twerk? That's next week. Okay, go ahead. You walked on a treadmill today? Ooh. Congratulations. How did it feel? Well, it was physical therapy, so I know how it felt, but how do you feel now? Exciting. Exciting. How's the pain? Hey, baby steps, Ika. So what? You know, it's like, oh, hey, when people are recovering from, like, a spine or a back injury like yours, it's like, you know, that's hard. My dad had back problems. And, my dad had back problems, and he just wasn't the same person. I mean, it was a lot of pain for him. Oh boy. I'm trying to think of things to do during the 12-hour stream. So we have two 12-hour streams. We're gonna do... I said we would do two 12-hour streams. We're gonna do two 12-hour streams. One of them was supposed to be a Simpsons hit and run playthrough, or speed run. I don't know if that's gonna happen because of technical things, but I am going to do a 12-hour stream, so... So what do you guys think we should do during the first 12-hour stream, which is in like 35-ish days? Yeah, I'm gonna make sandwiches the night before, so we have fuel. Yep, definitely gonna make sure we have drinks. We get $200 before then. We are going to make it a 24-hour stream. All money that we raise goes to the kids. So, any bits, any subscriptions, all go toward the kids. Dr. Dank also made us two new panels. They're down below if you want to check them out. One is for Spooky Month, and the other one is for The kids. Oh damn. I'd never have tried it as a be a good map for me. It's never been a thing. This is my favorite level. Oh, I love it. I love the SNES Mario Kart stuff. Thanks. It was my concept. Yeah, she's great. Where would we be without Dank? Who knows? They might, but she said that it looked weird just having a pencil, so I was like, just do whatever you want, you know, do whatever you think looks good. at this rate, we got like another hour and 15 minutes ahead of us. Up, 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 up. Oh my god. Mouse just work. I like this level a lot too. Appropriately so, Shuli. This is Wario's DS level. Alright, well, what are your favorite maps? And I'll tell you that I probably hate them. You love Baby Park, Shuli, and the toy one. Music Park, which I hate. PP Slide, which I don't remember off the top of my head. And Baby Park, which is one of my favorites. She likes Moo Meadows. She likes this too. many more maps are left? Ah, boy. This level I hate so much. Yeah, it's not great. $27 out of 48. I've made some mistakes in my life. Oh, you should be Bo Peep. Oh, no, wait. You should totally incorporate a wheelchair. Or, like, crutches. Be like Tiny Tim or something. Oh, no! Be Toon Link. You have the hair for it. You feel very conflicted that you look like a 12-year-old boy? I guess I would too. My thumb is like ripped to shreds. And fucking swollen. The mini turbos in this game kind of dig into my thumb. Yeah, that's my nasty thumb. See, I hate this map, and I'm wondering if Potato is gonna be like, oh, I love this one. Oh wait, did you say earlier PP slide? Is that Piranha Plant slide? That level is fucking boiled ass, dude. Alright, that was a weird mini turbo. Oh boy. Could someone tell me what my Retro Tracks PB is? It's in my PBs down below. I hate this fucking level, dude. I've found that if you touch the stick at all when you're going up, there's a chance you won't make it. Surely it says it below my stream. 3851. Thank you. So what's 3851 plus 4115? AP is good with clocks. $38.51, 38 minutes 51 seconds plus 41:15. Thank you, sir. Man, I just need to, like, get something going here. Let's get those coins early. Don't fall off. One. Two. No mistakes. No mistakes. It's fine. Oh, fuck me. It's alright. I'm still only 45 seconds behind. So from Nitro Tracks to now, I'm still 45 seconds behind my PB. Or a PB-ish pace. That's really not bad. Had to kill all speed just so I didn't hit the rail. This is one of my favorite maps, though. I know that would have been a gold. I know that would have been. I'll check it later, but I just know it is. Yeah, I like the Excite Bike one too, Echo. Yeah. Oh yeah, love Baby Park. You don't like this one that much? I don't hate it. Eh. This one has its ups and downs. I like how fast it is. Like, it's very fast paced, which is cool. That's about all it is. Damn. That's just mayhem. Nobody wins when you do Baby Park 200cc items on it. I always did want a battle mode set on Baby Park, though. I thought that would have been really cool. I hate this map. I go out on a limb and say that right now. This map can really go fuck off. AP, now you're just being a contrarian. Not on purpose. Oh yeah, I would love like a knockout mode like that. Like, oh yeah, every lap, the person in last place like gets DQ'd. I'd love a battle royale game that was literally like, okay, 100 people on a track, and every single lap, like the last like 10 people get eliminated. So it starts off like this clusterfuck of cars on a highway, and then it ends up like a couple of cars on like like streets doing like drifts. Yeah, I'm saying like a battle royale mode, like a PUBG or a Fortnite. maybe the first time I've ever done that without falling off the fucking map. I even told myself I'm not doing a long stream, and I fucking lied to myself. What's oops? Oh, I always miss it. I always fucking miss it, dude. Alright, I'm not going for that one anymore. Damn, I really... Yeah. It sucks. It's like right here you start doing it. But if you're not careful, then you don't line this up right, and then you don't really save that much time, so... Ow. hate the fucking bats. Alright, we're nearing the end. We have 8 stages left. Baby park doo 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 doo, baby park doo 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 doo, baby park. Baby park doo 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 doo, baby park doo 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 doo. Nope. Oh, what is my undo? Eat. Cheeseland, Cheeseland. Everybody hates Cheeseland. There we go. We're on the same page. For once. Oh, damn. The screenshot button on this fucking controller sucks. I'm gonna rip it open and, like, take it out. Like, it shouldn't even be a part of the console. Alright. That was weird. Hey y'all, Kizzo, tell me what my 48 track PB is. I think it's like 210 something. 2 hours, 10 minutes, 53 seconds. Okay, that makes more sense. I put the wrong thing in. I need to update that. My actual 48 tracks PB is 157.02. So. Oh, damn. Okay, didn't split. I'm hoping for under 2 hours. Like 2 hours even would be great. up. I knew that was gonna happen. Come on, 2 in a row. Alright, click into the damn splits this time. No problem, Shuli. We're almost done. I do like this one, but it has this really annoying shortcut, which I usually fuck up. Yep. And then the second one, which you shouldn't even go for if you don't get the first one. So it's like... So my PB for this is like a 157, surely, so... I think we're gonna be like in the 159 range. I'm hoping to be under 2 hours. So I think that's like, okay, I have an idea of where I'm at. I'm not taking the shortcut. I have an idea of where I'm at and what I need to do to get better, and awesome, got that. And like that's really, I mean, the next time that I run this, it'll be like Gold City. So I might do this tomorrow as well. And Saturday we'll start Wind Waker. Ah, shit, me, dude. That sucks. Alright, I just lost a lot of unnecessary time. I think I'm actually gonna get second place here. Yep. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, it's been a while, so I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed. Damn. Alright. You can do a nice turbo there and it'll scoot you across, I'll do it. Man, that gravel sucks. Yeah, like, basically, this is like my PB. Like, you would have ended right around now. So, we're probably like 2 minutes off total, which isn't bad. You can't trick off of those. Yeah, so this is gonna be like a 159 or a 2 or maybe like a 201. I'm thinking like sub 2. You missed CJ speedruns? Thanks, bud. The cursor over the splits give me life. I do it for you, baby. All right. Why? Hand hurts. Oh, man. Yeah. I was hoping it would be sub 2. So my PB is 157. 157.02. So we ended up being. I'm like this. So this ended up being like 2 minutes and. Call it 40 seconds off my PB. We lost 45 seconds at each cup. So that's a minute and a half. So ultimately, I lost 45 seconds across. I lost, whatever, 2.5 minutes, 2.25 minute after over, I don't know, 48 tracks, which is pretty improvable, you know? Like, I know some of these were really bad, some of them were pretty good, but, you know, some of these were pretty bad, so I'm not beating myself up was a good D-Rust. I know there's new meta. I know there's better cards, so... Not bad. Am I on cartridge? No, I'm on digital. Where'd what 45 seconds go? Per cup? Oh, I was just resetting my splits. I just lost a second here, a second there per cup. Yeah, these are new splits. My last PB for 48 tracks, like 30 out of 48 splits were gold, so it's like it's not miserable, but it's like shit to run against. Or if they're not gold, they're like, okay, my gold is like a tenth of a second better. So I don't know. Figure I want to just do some runs. Like I want to do like a dozen runs over the next few weeks. So I'm like, you know, whatever. All right. My hands are done. Let's go find someone streaming. Andrew. Let's go raid Andrew. Thank you, Potato. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Tomorrow we're doing the giveaway. If you donated during last week's stream, come see if you win. Or I'll be in contact even if you're not here. So. Raid message is, that's the raid message.